presents School is Now in Session.
Welcome to Homeschooled Podcast.
Homeschooled.
The Homeschooled Podcast. Why? Because he was homeschooled.
It's time to document the journey. Hey everyone, welcome back to Homeschooled Podcast. My name is Agostino Zoida. I host the Homeschooled Podcast. There's just me this week, no guests, no co-host, and I'm here to talk to you guys about some things. First of all, Happy New Year, everybody. A big Happy New Year to every single person that has supported me in this show and who continues to support it or who is tuning in for the first time. Happy New Year, everybody. We've been through a lot and we're still going through it and we're still here. I hope you guys had an enjoyable New Year's. Look, I know a lot of plans got canceled. A lot of things didn't go the way you wanted it to. Everybody was getting sick. Some people tested positive for the vid. Some people tested positive for the cold, the flu. I know, everybody. Your New Year's Eve party you didn't get to go to, or you didn't get to have as many people. I know. The important thing is we made it. We're all still alive, or at least if you're listening to this, you are. If you lost someone, I'm sorry. I know what that's like, but the point is we made it. It's a new year. Happy New Year 2022. And a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. This is why I didn't want to do a show. This is why I took December off. And am I a psychic? No, but I can see the future. You know what I mean? People wanted me to do a show in LA. I was thinking about doing a big New Year's Eve show. I was like, yeah, I'll do a big New Year's Eve show. You know what I mean? People were like, do it in LA. I was like, I'll do it. If someone called me and offered me a New Year's Eve show, I would go do it. You know, if the money was right, no matter what the city. But I was trying. And I would have liked to. People wanted me to do one in LA. You know, I've been touring all year, and my own friends and family and a lot of people and fans that actually live here are like, you know, we never get to see you run your hour here. We always see you do the 5 minutes, the 10 minutes, the 15 minutes, because in LA, that's what happens. You do spots on shows. It's not your show. And you just do 5, 10, 15 minutes. And, you know, people are like, we haven't seen your hour that you've built. And, you know, they want me to do my New Year's Eve special here. And, guys, I really wanted to, but I saw this coming, you know. I'm not psychic. I didn't think that everybody would be getting sick and stuff like that specifically around this time. But I just knew that things were going to get crazy towards the end of the year. I was sick of flying. I wanted to take the holiday off. I didn't want to have to worry about promoting and selling tickets and running and organizing a show in town. And what I was really worried about is I know LA County. I know that they were going to shut more shit down. You know, when every other state was still doing shows, LA County wasn't, you know. And look what happened. The Comedy Store canceled, like, I think every show except in their OR or in the main room or whatever until after New Year's. I think I saw that Flappers did too. I think I saw another club was just doing... They canceled a bunch of shows after New Year. Some club in Pasadena. The numbers are like high, you guys. I mean, remember when COVID first came out, we would all be like, man, is this even real? Because, you know, I don't know anybody that has it, you know. And as time went on, you knew people that had it. You got it yourself. I've had it. And then everyone's like, it's no big deal. So for some people, it hit different. It hit like the flu, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever you think. This is not going to be your... you know, what I think on viruses episode, although I'd love to do one. I wish we're due for one soon. But, you know, now I think everyone knows someone who's sick right now. And, you know, if you thought that the original COVID, the OG Cove was if you thought that was just like basically the flu, then this new variant is basically the cold, let's be honest, you know. But the point is that everybody gets it different, and everybody right now knows somebody who's sick. You may know a lot of people who's sick. I'd say like 90% of people I know, friends and family, are sick. Either they tested positive for COVID, they just had cold symptoms, or they got flu symptoms, fever, aches, chills. Some people just got a sore throat. Some people just got a stuffy nose. Some people got a chest cold. I know 90% of people I know have it. So now we know, you know, there's people got it, and it just all kind of hit around this time. And I was more avoiding having to deal with putting a lot of work and energy and time and money into promoting a show that I thought would inevitably get canceled. And it probably would have. Because we have, like, you know, a spike in the numbers again, if you will, allegedly. And so that's why the main reason I didn't do a show in town in LA. And then if somebody offered me for the right money out of town, I probably would have taken it. But, you know, no one offered me anything that I thought was worth for me getting on a plane. I wanted to take December off, but it ended up working out for me because, like, look at this. Look at this. Everybody's fucking sick. Like, this is why I'm wearing like a hoodie and a hat. I got a sweatshirt and a hoodie on. And because I record down in my garage and it's freaking cold, you know, I'm like I've been like avoiding this, and it's inevitable. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Like I said, 90% of people that I know right now have it. You're going to get it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So, you know, for a lot of people, it's just cold symptoms. To tell you the truth, I think I have it right now. That's why I'm all bundled up down here. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have, like, fever, headache, chills, nothing like that. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I can go walk normal. I talk normal. Maybe my energy is a little low. And you know that taste you get in your mouth when you're sick? Like, I have that taste. Like, I don't have a sore throat, nothing. It's just the taste in your mouth. Like, I have it. And I think that it's just that my body is fighting it. Because my wife had it last week. Like, the week of New Year's Eve. My wife had it that week. She had a cold. She got sore throat and felt a little weak. I don't think she never got a fever. And I'm living in the house with her, and I think I probably got it right now. Like, but my body's fighting it. Hers fought it pretty good too. It only lasted like 2 days, and it was mild symptoms. But now I'm really fighting it. Like, I think I technically have it now, but I don't have it that bad. I don't have the sore throat and the common symptoms because I just think that, I don't know, for whatever reason, I fight it pretty good. And, you know, and also I take the right precautions. Again, I don't want this to get into a whole, you know, I'm a doctor and I'm going to tell you guys what the fuck. No, I'm not. And I don't want this episode to be about one of those rants that I do because they'll just take it off of YouTube anyway. But I'm not telling you what works. I'm not telling you that I know what works. But I'm telling you that I decided not to go outside so much. I got offered a couple of spots over the holidays to go out and do some stage time, and I really wanted to because the whole month of December I took off. I was missing the stage a little bit, but I was like, you know, it really wasn't worth it. I really didn't want to go out and do a free spot, which I would love to just get on stage and stay limber and try some stuff, but I just kept hearing about everybody getting sick, and I really, you know, just don't want to deal with it. Okay? And so I did it. And then I also, you know, guys, I got common sense. All right. If I got a big gig I'm not Captain fucking wear a mask. If anybody knows me, I'm so not. All right. I ain't Captain fucking telling people what they should and shouldn't do. I'm not the most paranoid guy about any of this. But you just got to have common sense, man. Like, I have gigs coming up. I'm going to just avoid where there's crowds. I'm sorry, I'm going to. And when you go out to the store or something like that, you know, I'll wear my mask because it's the rules of the store and I'm respecting it, whatever it takes for them to be open. Like I've said in the past, if you invite me over your house and you ask me to take my shoes off to come in the house, I'm going to take my shoes off when I come in the house. It's your house and I'm a guest. But when I leave the store, I do whatever the fuck I want. Put my shoes back on, you know? So I just respect people's rules, whatever we have to do to help people stay open. But, you know, I'm taking precautions. I'm being safe. You know, I use my hand sanitizer, but not over excessively to where it won't affect anymore. I take my vitamin C, and you're going to think I'm trying to be funny. I drink a hell of a lot of fucking gin and tonics. And I know I've said that before in the past, and it is kind of funny. But, you know, tonic water contains quinine, which is off the market. You can't buy quinine anymore. But tonic water is grandfathered in. It contains quinine. Next time you go to the store, you're walking by the tonic water. Look at every single tonic water. They have to put it right on the front, not on the back. It's on the front. Contains quinine. And it's something that was used for years and years and years, which was known for building people's immune system, healing them of things. That's why they used to call the British limeys, because they would drink quinine, and they would with their booze, with their gin, and they would eat limes for the vitamin C plus the quinine, and it beats it. So I take vitamin C and I drink lots of gin and tonics. Now, I'm no doctor. I'm not telling nobody to go do nothing. If you got bad kidneys or something like that, you probably shouldn't be drinking so much. Or you got bad liver, you shouldn't drink so much. And I think if you got bad kidneys, that tonic water is not really good for you. Also, it's a lot of sugar. So if you're diabetic or you're overweight or something like that, don't listen to the fuck I say. If you like drinking gin and tonics, go talk to your doctor. Be like, I like drinking gin and tonics. Do you think it's a bad idea? Maybe they'll tell you to have one a month or something. But anyway, me personally, I like gin and tonics. Quinine's in there. I drink that shit. It's a lot of ice, so it might hurt your throat if you had a sore throat. So that's not what I'm saying. But I actually take the tonic water and I drink it without alcohol, warm like that. And I think it's had something to do with me fighting it off this whole time. Anyway, this episode's not about fucking Dr. Agostino here, all right? But what I'm saying is Happy New Year. All right. Before we get much further, I'd like to tell everybody that I am going out and do some shows. I'd like to take a minute here and let everybody know that my next show is January 22nd. I'll be in Paso Robles, California. So that's where you can come out and see me. So I've been kind of laying low. I don't want to get sick for my gigs that I got coming up. And if this is me sick right now, I'll take it, If my body's fighting it, fine. Or if I'm going to get it a little bit worse in the next week, fine. Just as long as, by the 22nd... Sorry, my headphones are all on top of my hoodie because I'm cold, and it's keeping me from moving my head around. So yeah, January 22nd, Paso Robles, California. It's a great venue. It's called Cal Coast Brewery. It's a big facility, a big campus. They got a downstairs with a fire pit that they have live bands down there. They got an upstairs deck with a stage where they have live bands, taco cart. Some of the most amazing beers. And guys, I perform at breweries all over the world. Some of the best beers. And they have this big hall with a big stage. I've done shows there twice already. And it's a lot of fun. So if you're in the area or anywhere near it, it's worth the drive. Even if you're like a couple hours drive, you're not going to get a show like this that close to you anytime soon. Which is like me and Adam Hunter are co-headlining. You got two headliners for the price of one. I'm really proud of the hour I've built, even though I won't be doing it. That show I'll be doing probably about a half hour or 40 minutes, and then Adam will do the other 40, and then we got an opener. But it's going to be great. It's totally worth. It's like it's a night out. It's definitely a night out for couples, for groups of friends. Some great comedy that's not normally in your area, guys. Trust me. Plus, it's a Saturday. If you go a little early, do a little wine tasting. It's beautiful. So I got that out of the way. So I just been, I hope you guys have been safe too, and I hope everybody was healthy. And I'm sorry if your New Year's Eve plans got ruined. And I'm here to talk to you about a couple things, and one of them is that, it's a new year, and who gives a fuck about New Year's, okay? You're a bad motherfucker, all right, guys? You're a fucking bad motherfucker. Who gives a fuck about a fucking New Year's? My wife was a little upset about being sick on New Year's, and I was like, we were going to go to some party, and then the next day on New Year's Day, we were supposed to go to another party for lunch, and we had to cancel it all because she was sick, and I was worried about I might get it. And then we heard from people from the party that some of their guests canceled because they got sick. We're like, let's just fucking stay home. You know what, guys? I had a very nice New Year's Day. My wife made some traditional Russian New Year's dishes, which is a lot of like salads and stuff and fish. Delicious. We watched several movies. We had cocktails. We had champagne, and we got a little sleepy. Went to bed at like 11:30. We were laying there watching TV. And I happened to look over at the clock. It was midnight. I was like, hey, babe, we fucking made it to midnight. We get, kissed and all that stuff. And, some people, they feel left out and they do stuff like that. Guys, I feel privileged. I feel it was wonderful. And one of the messages in this episode is just to make the best of every situation that you're in. And not only make the best of it, but sometimes you find great things in it that it's not even making the best of it. It's like, I'm glad I found this. I'm glad I did this instead of that. Like I remember not this last Thanksgiving, but the year before. So Thanksgiving of 2020 was when I got the vid. My wife and I both got it at the same time. And, I couldn't go do nothing for Thanksgiving. I was out for basically that whole week. And, it sucked. She didn't get to see her family for Thanksgiving. I didn't get to see mine. And it just sucks being sick anyway. And, especially because it was the first time I had it, you're a little worried, like scared, oh, what's going to happen? Should I have believed the news and all that stuff? But we had a great time. We had a great time. Aside from being sick, we had a great time. Like throughout the year of 2021, we sat there thinking to ourselves, like remember that time? Like we created some great memories. Like we lost taste, but I still made like hot spicy soups that we were able to taste, and and we watched tons of movies. We binged Peaky Blinders, and we just had just a Thanksgiving of me and her. We don't eat meat, so we made like all our favorite side dishes and stuff like that, and we just think we look back on it with fond memories. And, we even joked that, like, oh, maybe this Thanksgiving again we'll get sick and we'll get to do our own Thanksgiving, just the two of us. But it actually ended up happening for New Year's Eve. And I'm just wanting everybody to realize the best of everything. And, because I know there's a lot of people that did feel symptoms and they're just like, this is just a cold. And you know what, guys, it probably is. And it probably is just such a mild thing that it's just a cold, but they were just going out and spreading it around, but everybody gets it differently. So I just hope that people enjoy what they have. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to feel left out about anything, and I just want people to appreciate the little things around you and make memories in any situation that you're in. Have a good time with any situation. So that's one of the things. And the other thing, harping on, it's the new year. Let's talk about our goals. Let's talk about our things that we want to get into this year for 2022. We got New Year's resolutions. I didn't hear so much about New Year's resolutions this year. Did you guys? Did you guys see anybody posting what their New Year's resolution is? At this point, everybody's New Year's resolution is don't die. And so far, so good. You know what I mean? But I'm on a roller coaster, as when you are a self-employed artist. That's always what it is, should be described as a roller coaster, where you have highs of your careers and lows of your careers, highs of income, lows of income, and highs of creativity, lows of creativity, highs of performance, lows of performance, highs of audience response, low of audience response. It's a constant roller coaster for probably almost every art form. And I'm ready to go for the ride. And I'm not here to talk about New Year's resolutions. I'm here to talk about the strategy is being prepared for anything, wherever this roller coaster takes you, to plan ahead. We're gonna look at this like a boxing match. How a boxer watches his upcoming opponent's previous fights to strategize. Okay? That's how you want to look at this. Is we're going to have our strategy. We're going to train. And hopefully you all have been already since the last year and the year before that. But we're going to keep on training. And we're going to come out of this savages. What we're training for is to be prepared for anything. Because as you know, the roller coasters go up and down. And you never know. This year they might go left, right, up, left, up, and right, and down again. You don't know. We're going to prepare for anything. And you're going to plan ahead. For me, that's the goal. And that's a successful year. Is if you were able to plan months ahead at a time. Like, in August, I was already thinking about planning a New Year's Eve show. But by the time October hit, I was already going like, if I don't get off or anything, I'm not going to take a New Year's Eve show. And I was able to plan and predict what's going to happen. Use common sense. All these people sick around us right now. I didn't see it coming, but I saw the holiday season as a problem. I saw where I live a problem of doing a show and it getting canceled because of sickness. So I want you guys to prepare. I want you to think ahead. For me, I think I will be successful if I'm able to just plan ahead for a few months. I'm working on booking gigs in March and April right now, and I'm comfortable with that. So if by the end of this week or next week, if I can have my gigs in March and April done, booked, I'll be happy. So that's my goal right now. So I just want us to be in training. Our bodies, our minds, and especially our minds, our mental state, our mentality, everything, we're in training. So when you hit lows, because if you've done this for a while, you'll know you'll hit lows. Keep your mind steady. Keep your mind not to lose itself. Don't go in that dark place where you could even hurt yourself or mentally or physically, because you'll hit this and now you're just more prepared for it. You've trained for this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be prepared for whatever life throws at us. We're going to be prepared to be unprepared. Okay? We're going to prepare to be surprised. And it's not a New Year's resolution. It's a strategy. Okay? So we're going to watch for what it does. When things go up, we're going to be ready for it. When things go down, we're going to be ready for it. When there's lows, we got it. We're going to go along with the ride. We're going to see where this takes us, because it's hard to plan anything. You don't know what's going to happen in the world, but we're going to go for it. Go for it. Don't ever stop going for it. Doesn't matter what happens in the world. You got to go for it for you, and you got to put yourself out there, and you got to do what you wanted to do and achieve what you wanted to achieve and finish what you set out to do, regardless of what happens in the world. You're going to do it, and you're going to put it out there, and it doesn't matter if 2 people saw it. Finish it and put it out there, and that's success. So keep going and go along for the ride and just be prepared for anything unexpected. You've had training since 2019 for the worst and the best, for to be locked in and to be let out. You've had training for when you're going to not feel creative. You know what to do. You go and you get yourself entertained by other people. Watch movies, read books, watch stand-up specials, listen to music, watch concerts, whatever it is that you do. Take a class. You're going to be prepared when you're not feeling creative. Fine, not creative. Let someone entertain you. You're going to know what to do when you're not feeling creative. You're going to know what to do when the income's not coming in. You've been through this. You've been there. These last 2 years, if they showed us anything, they have trained us, made us warriors. And if you didn't come out of this a warrior, you were doing something wrong. But I know I came out of this a warrior. And I know Homeschooled podcast fucking listeners came out of this a warrior. And I know performing artists all over are stronger than they've ever been. And I know a lot of performing artists listen to this show. So here we go to a 2022. And the 2022 strategy is a strategy. The 2022 resolution is a strategy. You trained for a fucking southpaw. But the guy who fucking fights with his right comes in. You understand what I'm saying? You trained for a fucking right-hander, and all of a sudden a fucking southpaw comes in. Don't matter. Because in 2020 and in 2021, you fought both. And so now in 2022, you're experienced for whatever anybody's going to throw at you, whenever they're going to throw it at you. And that's the message for today. I'm going to go up because I'm freezing and I'm not trying to get sick. And that's it, everybody. I hope you have a great New Year's. Listen, you guys, if you could do me a personal favor, go and subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Instagram, all right? I hope you're enjoying this new segment I have called The Rewatchables, where I talk about movies and stuff with my best friend, Kevin Lyons, who's a filmmaker. Him and I both love talking about movies, so we got a show called The Rewatchables. It's very short. Each one is about 5 minutes, and they are posted on Instagram, on my IGTV, and they are posted on YouTube, okay? The entire conversation, which sometimes is 40, 50 minutes, an hour, gets posted right here at Homeschooled Podcast. You can listen to it like a podcast, unedited, everything. But the final show, the 5-minute show, which cuts to the funniest moments, the best points about the movies, and the trivia that we do at the end, is only on Instagram and on YouTube. And I need followers on both. So help me out. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's youtube.com/ /Agostino Zoida, or if you go on YouTube, just type in Agostino Zoida, subscribe there, they go there, and my Instagram is at Agostino Zoida, so make sure you follow me. If you got some trivia questions for me to ask Kevin, because whoever wins the movie trivia each week picks the next movie we talk about, and I hope that you guys are enjoying those, so just please do me a personal favor and go and subscribe to my Instagram and my YouTube. It's all Agostino Zoida. Spelling, correction, everything, links in the description of this episode. You guys are amazing. I missed you. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are healthy. And I hope that regardless of what you did for New Year's, you made the best of it and it was enjoyable. And the real New Year, 2022, is coming up all you, because there's absolutely nothing that you can't handle. You got this. I'm Agostino Zoida. Don't forget, The Only Love Can Save the World and The Only Love Can Save the World tour is back for 2022. And this time it's the Tough Love Tour. So I am going back out on the road January 22nd. Come see me in Paso Robles, California. You can get tickets at homeschooledpod.com. Click on tour. And then February, the weekend of Valentine's Day, the 12th and then the 14th, not the 13th because that's Super Bowl, but the Saturday the 12th and then Monday the 14th on Valentine's Day, I'm up in Sacramento, California. So get tickets. Everything is at homeschooledpod.com. I'll see you guys next time. Please continue to tune in where we talk about movies on the Rewatchables and where we document the journey of the performing artist and the human being making it and being successful in what they wanted to do here at Homeschooled Podcast. I'm Agostino Zoida. See you next time. Peace. Homeschooled Podcast.
Homeschool.
The Homeschool Podcast. Why? Because he was homeschooled.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to do that at all.